It's finally happening! What's going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger. Ladies and gentlemen, Marvel Rivals has cooked up another exciting update for us, and this one is going to be 300 megabytes large, which means it is not the biggest update, but boy oh boy does it bring back some exciting stuff, something that a lot of people have been asking for a very long time. We've got some general fixes to talk about, and we've got not one but two exciting new skins being added into the shop as well, although they are kind of controversial. So we're gonna break it all down in just a moment. But of course, guys, like always, if you enjoyed today's Marvel Rivals update video, scroll on down, smash that thumbs up button. Thank you guys so very much for your continued support and your kindness. And without further ado, let's dive on in. So yes, we kick things off with the arrival of not one, but two brand new Future Foundation skins in the form of the Thing and the Invisible Woman. And I have to say, I think both actually look pretty dang cool. In fact, I like these two skins more than the Mr. Fantastic design, which, by the way, of course, he is available as part of the previously released combat chest. So right now, we have 3 of the 4 members of the Future Foundation already assembled in the game as a whole, with Spider-Man releasing probably maybe next week or sometime soon to round out the list. Now, the reason why this is somewhat of a controversial release is because, from what I could tell, it seems like this might be the very first time where we have a shared MVP screen between at least 3 separate characters, because the official Marvel Rivals trailer does not show a unique MVP screen for Invisible Woman or the Thing. In fact, they have the exact same animation that we saw from Mr. Fantastic already. Now, the reason why this is controversial is because we have no context as to whether or not this is still going to be a regularly priced skin slash bundle. Will they go ahead and add maybe a cheaper price point because of the shared MVP screen? I certainly think that would be something that would be good to appease the fans, to make sure that you're not getting some sort of a blowback here, but I guess time will tell as we get closer to the release. Now, the cool thing about these skins is that they will be featuring the identity overhaul emotes, which is something that we saw present with Mr. Fantastic already, where essentially by emoting, you can color swap the black and white parts of his costume. So it's almost like you're getting, I guess, like a 2-in-1 skin, in the sense that the recolors are quote unquote free or built into the actual emote of the skin. So I do like that. It feels like they're giving you a little bit of extra value in terms of being able to display your character a little differently. And the same will apply for both Invisible Woman and the Thing. Now, speaking of the Thing, with the release of this new Future Foundation Thing, he will now have 5 total skins available to him, including his default attire, including the first family recolor, as well as the unlimited recolor of the default attire. Then, of course, he had the very cool looking trench coat skin, and now he will have the Future Foundation variant. Let me know which Thing skin is your personal favorite. And then, of course, jumping over to the Invisible Woman, with her, this is actually her 6th skin released, which kind of surprised me. Maybe that's just because I don't play the Invisible Woman, so because of that, I didn't realize that she has so many skins already. But of course, we have the default design, we have the first family recolor, we also got the really cool Blood Shield variant of the default design, then we have the ever popular Malice variant, and also the only legendary skin that she has, which is the Life Fantastic variant. And now, of course, she also has the Future Foundation variant. Once again, let me know which of the Invisible Woman skins is your personal favorite. And speaking of favorite Marvel Rivals skins, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. A lot, and I mean a lot of people have been asking Marvel Rivals to bring back skins like the Snow Symbiote variant for Venom, or the Frozen Demon variant for Magic, or heck, I personally know some people that have asked for the Galactic Fangs variant for Hawkeye to come back, or the Galactic Talon variant for Captain America to come back. Well, to celebrate 616 Day, which of course would be June 16th, aka Marvel Celebration Day, they are actually going to go on ahead and unvault a lot of these skins that have been vaulted for quite a while. So to celebrate 616 Day and the larger Marvel universe as a whole, they are going to be launching something titled the 616 Day Vault. It will actually launch on June 13th, so I guess they're launching it ahead of the actual 16th of June, but it will only be around until the 20th of June. So you will have a 1-week window to go ahead and re-add some of these particular bundles into your collection. So listen up. First, we have the Venom Snow Symbiote bundle coming back. Then we have the Magic Frozen Demon bundle coming back. I absolutely adore the Rocket Raccoon Wild Winter bundle. I already have it, but if you missed out, this is definitely a perfect time to re-add to your collections. And sticking with the holiday spirit, we will also have the return of the Holiday Happiness bundle for Groot. And then, of course, like I mentioned, the Galactic variants are back as both Hawkeye and Captain America. The Galactic variants will be arriving with this event as well. And that is not all, because we're also going to be getting a slew of fixes that will be going live with this newest update. And I gotta say, I'm kind of disappointed that none of these fixes here, like again, you can see they're fixing an issue where Doctor Strange could not use emotes, or the fact that it wouldn't display the correct data inside of your career page and things like that. But I genuinely think that the game needs some fixes right now, ASAP, in terms of the technical side of things, because the game, at least for me personally, continues to have stuttering issues on the console side of things, which is something that I did not have as a problem until about 2 updates ago. So I don't know if that's happening to many of you guys, but it certainly has been a pretty prevalent and annoying issue to deal with, particularly in ranked matches, where it's really important to not have any sort of stuttering to your gameplay. So I'm very disappointed to see that they are not addressing any of those issues, it seems like, with this update. So that is a bummer. Hopefully next week's update maybe will present some of those fixes for us. And then there are some hero specific fixes that are also going to be going live with this week's update. So Stranger's portals apparently could open up inside of the actual spawn room, which sounds pretty dang broken, but it will be getting fixed with this week's update. This next fix is legitimately hilarious, but probably annoying if you're a Bucky player. But essentially, Bucky had a glitch where when you were to hit your ultimate, if a Moon Knight player would throw an Unk at you right as you announce your ultimate, it would actually send Bucky flying and negating his ultimate ability, which does sound pretty dang funny. Probably annoying if you're the Bucky player, but fear not, it will be getting fixed with this week's update. And I wish that I would have run into this issue, but apparently the Jeff and Storm team up known as Jeff NATO would sometimes, in very rare cases, as they say, would actually fling and send Jeff flying across the map. This sounds like it would be a pretty hilarious glitch to run into, and I guess would apply very well towards the whole Sharknado theme of the Jeff NATO Ultimate. So there you guys have it, a pretty small update, but definitely really extremely exciting, in particular when it comes to the 616 Day Vault. I am very hopeful that they can get the game into a much better state when it comes to the actual technical side of things, because I personally have run into many issues over the course of the last few weeks here. So I'm hopeful that maybe next week's update will be more major in scale, or at least will be specifically addressing issues with the technical side of things on consoles. Again, I don't think that there have been new issues like stuttering on the PC side of things, especially if you lower your graphical settings. But on console, I'm playing on a PS5 Pro, and I continue to have stuttering many a times during matches, and that is extremely frustrating. So I really hope that they can address that and fix it up so that we have a smoother gameplay experience sooner rather than later. Now, of course, like always, guys, if you enjoyed today's update video, please scroll on down, smash that thumbs up button. Thank you so very much for your kindness. Thank you guys so very much for your continued support. I will hopefully see you guys here on the next one. Peace out. I'll see y'all later, alligators.